Today it's time to fully specialize the Water Archon. This is a great unit for Mental Fortress, Abyss Dungeon, guild bosses, some guild wars, and siege as well. He's actually usable. I mean, I wouldn't really use him in arena offense or defense, but for a lot of other places, he is a pretty decent unit. Let's take a quick recap of him. We've got the... Actually, I didn't realize this was not skilled up. So we've got a triple hit, speed down. We have a triple hit here. It is a defense break. It attacks randomly though, but if it's on just one unit, if you're only fighting against one unit, like a boss in Abyss Dungeon, then he's just going to keep hitting the same unit. So that is nice. And it also always counts as an advantageous attribute attack. And then we have the Raider passive. When attacking, steal one buff from the enemy. Apply incurable for 2 turns to enemy without buffs. For each buff possessed, attack power increases by 40%. We're going to also make sure that we don't use the Water War Nurse in here like we did for the last one, because that kind of mixed things up a bit. So then he also has this effect accuracy during guild battles. So let's go through and we should have the materials to specialize him, and then I'll show you guys. Actually, before we do that, let's go and do some tests. Let's see the this team. I only want to do 10 runs though. There's some, yeah, there we go. We'll do this, and then we will come back. We'll see how much damage. We'll do another battle. We'll come back, see how much damage, and then we will specialize him and see how that changed. We did the 10 runs. What are the numbers looking like? And I am actually going to leave the Water War Nurse in here because there's no way she's going to, famous last words, there's no way she's going to team up with the Archon because the Gunslinger has way more crit damage. So he's got way more stats. We have 11-9 on the Archon, and that's without her teaming up with him. Time to specialize him. I was going to use him in some of the other ones, but it turns out we're using different teams, and well, I suppose, I mean, in hindsight, as I'm doing this right now, I'm like, we could have still stuck him in there instead of the other ones. Also, I have to skill him up. I'm not going to skill him up now, because I feel like we need to see I would like to see a good before and after. So let's specialize him. So this is what I went for on the skills for the Water Archon. We have the extra crit rate. He has a crit buff with him, so the 58 crit rate is really not that terrible. I mean, we can still, it would be nice, but yeah, we'll still have to work on getting that crit rate up. That's not quite enough, but if we always use him with a crit buffer, that's not really as much of an issue. We have multi-hit skills, gradual increase critical damage by 5% up to 3 times. He's got multi-hit skills. Damage received from bosses reduced by 3%. Critical rate increased by 5% when attacking bosses. Extra crit buff. We have the pincer, damage increased by 5% when attacking together with other allies. Although this would also be good, the way we have him built, both of these would be good as well. We just have this. I think he's with the Dark Sharpshooter, right? If not, then it's going to be useless. Nemesis, damage increased by 3% when attacking with an advantageous attribute, which he does do over here. The attack always counts an advantageous attribute attack. We have the Rebellious. Each time you receive a debuff, the critical damage of your next attack increases by 15%, stacks up to 3 times. I didn't really want this as much as I wanted this one. Potential crit damage increased by 5% for each buff you have, up to 15%. He steals buffs, and there's also some more buffs that are going to be put on him by other allies. So I think that this is the potential, has the most potential, and then the Rebellious is, yeah, that'll give us some extra damage, but let's see how much damage he does. Now, same setting, same units. The 10 run is done. The score before was 11,908 from the Water Archon for the 10 run. Now we have 13,812, which is almost 2 million extra damage. Of course, it's 10 runs, so it's about 200,000 extra per run, but that's pretty significant. We didn't improve his gear, we didn't improve his skill ups or anything. All we did, and it's not teaming up with the War Nurse this time, so that's not an issue. But 2 million extra damage for a 10 run is pretty nice. Pretty nice. These specializations definitely improved the dungeon runs. Definitely improve everything. So we just gotta. The only issue is actually getting enough resources to fully specialize everything, because yeah, we don't have too much specialized, and I've been trying to Although we have more materials, we could specialize like another 6-7 units right now, but still I would have liked to specialize a lot more than that, considering I've been, well, you know what, I honestly, I guess I could have been farming more because I was out of town for like 4 days. So there were still videos on the channel for, but there was 4 days that there really was not a whole lot of farming going on. So I don't know if I already mentioned that or not, but yeah, definitely definitely an improvement, noticeable improvement. So that's it for this one. We're gonna go finish scaling them up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always. The next update coming soon. There's gonna be a lot of fun stuff. I will see you then.